Look at this. This is Mars, a planet 140 million miles away. We have mapped 100% of its surface. We have sent rovers to drive on its dirt. We even have helicopters flying in its atmosphere. We know its mountains, its craters, and its valleys in stunning high definition. Now, look at Earth. Our home is 71% water. But here's the most embarrassing fact of modern science. We have mapped the surface of Mars, Venus, and the Moon better than we have mapped our own ocean floor. To this day, over 80% of our ocean remains completely unmapped, unobserved, and unexplored. Why? Because exploring space is actually easier than exploring the deep ocean. Space is an empty vacuum, but the ocean fights back. It actively tries to crush you, freeze you, and blind you. Welcome to the Midnight Zone, a place where the pressure is equivalent to an elephant standing on your thumb, and where the real aliens of our planet live. To understand why the bottom of the ocean is so mysterious, we have to take a journey down. At the surface, we have the sunlight zone. This goes down to 200 meters. This is where 90% of all marine life lives. Coral reefs, sharks, dolphins, and turtles. Light easily passes through the water here. But water is dense. It absorbs light quickly. Drop below 200 meters and you enter the Twilight Zone. Here, the light is fading. The water turns from a bright blue to a dark, haunting navy. Plants can no longer survive because photosynthesis is impossible. By 1,000 meters, the last photon of sunlight is absorbed. The sun is gone. You have crossed into the bathypelagic zone, the midnight zone. From 1,000 meters down to 4,000 meters, it is pitch black. The temperature hovers just above freezing, around 39 degrees Fahrenheit. If you were floating outside a submarine here, you wouldn't be able to see your own hand in front of your face. But the darkness is not the most dangerous part. The real killer is the weight. Let's talk about hydrostatic pressure. For every 10 meters you go underwater, the pressure increases by 1 atmosphere, the weight of the entire sky above you. At the bottom of the midnight zone, the pressure reaches 400 atmospheres. That is equivalent to having a full-grown African elephant standing on every single square inch of your body, or an elephant standing on your thumb. This is why exploring the ocean is so difficult. If you send a spaceship to a vacuum, the pressure difference is only 1 atmosphere. If you send a submarine to the deep ocean, the pressure difference can be hundreds of atmospheres. If there is even a microscopic flaw in the metal hull of a submersible, the ocean will exploit it instantly. It will implode in milliseconds, faster than the human brain can process pain. So how do animals survive here? If steel gets crushed, how does a soft, squishy fish survive? The secret is, they don't fight the pressure, they become it. Deep-sea fish don't have air bladders because gas compresses. Instead, their bodies are mostly water and gelatinous flesh. Since water cannot be compressed, the pressure inside their bodies equals the pressure outside. They also produce a chemical called TMAO, which prevents their proteins from collapsing under the extreme weight. But surviving the pressure is only half the battle. The other problem is food. With no sunlight, there are no plants, no phytoplankton. So what do they eat? They wait for things to die. They rely on something called marine snow, a constant shower of dead skin, poop, and rotting flesh falling from the animals living closer to the surface. It is an ecosystem built entirely on death. Because meals are so rare, the animals here have evolved terrifying bodies to ensure they never miss a catch. Meet the Gulper Eel. Its jaw is unhinged, making up 25% of its entire body length. Its stomach can stretch like a balloon, allowing it to swallow prey larger than itself. When you don't know when your next meal is coming, you have to be ready to eat anything. And in this total darkness, they have created their own stars. It is called bioluminescence. Over 70% of deep-sea creatures can produce their own light through a chemical reaction. Some use it as a flashlight, some use it as a burglar alarm to scare predators, and some, like the famous anglerfish, use a glowing lure hanging over their razor-sharp teeth to hypnotize prey. They are the monsters hiding under our bed, but they are very real. So if we have the technology to map Mars from space, why can't we just map the ocean from a satellite? Because of physics, radar and radio waves, which we use to map planets, travel perfectly through empty space, but they cannot penetrate water. Water absorbs electromagnetic waves almost immediately. To map the ocean, we have to use sound, sonar, and sound mapping requires a physical ship to drive back and forth across the ocean, pinging the bottom line by line. It is like trying to map the entire United States by walking across it with a flashlight, one step at a time. It is slow, expensive, and incredibly difficult. We spend billions looking for alien life on frozen moons and distant planets, but we forget that we have an entire alien universe right here, hidden beneath the waves. The ocean is the final frontier on Earth, and we have only just dipped our toes into the dark. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe to dive deeper into the unknown with us.